Is the current outrage and fury at the killing of Renee Good affecting the Orange Ogre's heart and health? Does he feed energetically from the cruelty and outrage, or have we reached a tipping point where the level of hatred and anger is bearing down on both his physical and mental well-being? I'm Briar, the Appalachian Mystic. Today we're going to check in with the cards, see if he's losing this fight between righteous good and evil. Click the like and subscribe if you resonate with this content, and please watch to the end. Tarot does tell a story, and if you watch till the end, you get a summation. And also, I had a viewer ask me if I would check in and ask the cards if there are snuff films, that's horrifying, contained in the Epstein Files. I have heard people talk about that. I've heard ways and ways. Let's look into that. Let's see if there's any truth to, are there snuff films contained in the Epstein Files? And I'll pull a few cards on that at the end. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So is this current fury, this collective fury, is this having an effect on the Orange Ogre's health and heart? I know he feeds on the misery, the cruelty. Feels like my intuition, my guidance, the Crone Collective says that it's reaching a tipping point. Let's see. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Young energy, messenger. This could actually signify Renee Good coming in with sword of truth, goodness, righteousness, a young energy coming in hard charging. It's an air card. There's an intellect about it, an intellectual aspect of it. Let's see. Let's down here. It's challenged by the Empress, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, Mother Earth, nature, nurturing. There is an uprising of women who are outraged, and I'm seeing more and more white women are understanding that your whiteness is not privilege. It does not set you aside. You can be shot in the face for not complying, for disagreeing with a man. So I'm going to say the challenge of this is the women coming in, trying to be silenced and blocked by the patriarchy in the same old way that we have in the past. This is this young energy. This Renee Good. We've lit a candle, a goddess candle for Renee tonight and her family. Year past. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Working hard. It's in the physical realm, home health, money. It's not coming to the outcome that they were looking for. You can read it as this is the hard work that's being put in to challenge the system. Yeah. Bound. I keep getting this card. I keep getting this Eight of Swords reversed. It's time to throw off the blindfold, unbind ourselves. It's time to understand what is actually going on. In regards to his health, we've kind of laid the foundation of what's at work on his health. If we read this in relation to his health, maybe there is some understanding on his part. He's trapped in his body, and maybe there is an understanding that at some point he has to let go. I'm looking for some Wands cards because I still believe that he goes with a stroke. These energies. Queen of Swords. Okay. That female matriarchy, that energy. We could read this as, yes, there is a feminine energy, a feminine, divine feminine wisdom rising up. It's the sword of truth, and it is female, and it is feminine, and it is working on these on these issues that he has. Perhaps it is winning against the cruelty that he's feeding on. Page of Wands. Okay, here we go with some fire. Page of Wands coming in, spiritual. It's young messaging. This could be a fire energy. This could be one of his sycophants still juicing him, goosing him, juicing him, feeding him all kinds of vitriol and the hatred that he feeds on, apparently. We'll read that. I hate to say that name, Stephen Miller. But this could be one of those figures that keeps juicing him to keep him here. Oh, here we go. We have the Tower reversed. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So the Tower of Lies, the Tower of his cruelty, and the engine and the kingdom that he has built, it is falling down. And is he falling with it? If it's reversed in relation to his health, I'd say that the bottom's falling out of it. He's just going to continue to fall. I always see him having a stroke and becoming disfigured and disabled, and then they have to either AI him to keep him in office as long as they can, or he has to go away completely. And I could see this being that period where he has a stroke and they're not sure what to do about it, and they cover it up as long as they can. The tower is falling, it's on fire, and they try to prolong it as long as possible. We have the Queen of Pentacles, mothering, nurturing. This could be more of the divine feminine he's looking to keep feeding from. The divine feminine is turning against him. This could be, I don't want to read into too much into the energy of who's surrounding him. It may be, this could be Melania. Sometimes I often read this as the Melania card, who's just hanging around, waiting on the coin to drop out of the old ogre. Knight of Wands. There is an energy sweeping the land. There isn't a fire energy, a hard-charging, warrior-esque, a young energy rising up. The protests in every city, the marches for peace, these are having an effect on the old ogre, his heart, his health. He is feeling this. This is not a warrior for him. This is sort of his messaging warrior, this liar that's feeding him a little bit of energy. In the near future, Seven of Cups, reversed. The delusion, you're being outed. Nobody's falling for these lies. The lies surrounding lovely Renee Good's death and killing, they're being exposed daily. People are horrified. You are not protected because of your color, race, sexual orientation, religious belief. You are only protected as long as they say, and people are realizing that. So the illusions and the delusions, and also if we read this into his health, this could be energetically that he is, the lies are being exposed. He's been fed so many things about himself. Maybe his little peace prize is in there that he never won and never will. Energy of him, Ace of Swords. It's being offered to him. I often see this card in relation to him and his health as the next realm calling him home. There is a sword of truth. Your time here is coming to an end. There is a truth in that. Whether he chooses to take this or not, we shall see. So far, not. This is such him energy, this Five of Swords. The chaos agent, the one who's grifted, who's gotten everything by hook or crook, by lying. This is the external forces. He's standing there. He's looking. Everybody's walking away. They threw their swords down. He's this lone figure. He's just standing there with his armor. All gain. Is it going anywhere? In relation to his health, he is at the end of this battle. Everybody else is walking away. Health-wise, I'm not sure how how to read that health-wise, but I'm sure how to read this one. There we go. Nightmares. It's reversed. It's the Nine of Swords. You are bedridden, out. The collective, the world's fury, anger is in full force on you, and it is having an effect. He wants to wake up from this. There is a mental understanding, an intellectual, if you can use that word in the same context with him, that he is at the end of this line, and he has poked a bear with this latest killing. Short outcome. Page of Pentacles reversed. So we could say this is a nasty little bugger. Bringing in messages. It's not what he was expecting as an outcome. I would say that this could be one of his sycophants still feeding him lies about his kingdom and the expectations. Let's pull a couple at the bottom of the deck. The Hangman, reversed. Well, there you go. He's been in suspension. It's time for him to go. We could read this as a stroke card. I'm going to choose to read it as that. Ace of Wands. We have all of these aces in here. There are messages coming in. Do we have? We have 1, 2, or just 2. The Ace of Wands coming in reversed. Spiritual warfare. His movement, his health, his kingdomship, sitting on his throne. It's coming to an end. And this message is coming in, the spiritual warfare he's going to lose. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, charity. Wow. Not even sure how to read that in context. You know, maybe he's still thinking he can throw a few crumbs at the poors, at us poors, and we'll jump all over him. But I think that this is still like this figure in this red cape of royalty, standing, throwing crumbs, deciding who he will and who won't. Are you in the red state? Oh, we won't, in the blue state, we won't give you your food stamps. In the red state, here you go, here are your crumbs. So yeah, I feel like there is energetically this whole episode with what has happened to Renee Good in the city of Minneapolis. I would say that is having a very negative effect on his health energetically. Try not to predict. I keep feeling like maybe the first half of this year. I don't feel his energy past the first half of this year. Okay, now I just want to throw a few cards. As uncomfortable as this is, someone did ask me, are there snuff films contained in the Epstein Files? Are there snuff films contained in the Epstein Files? All right, the deck. Family, 9 of Cups, the greed, sitting. Is it going to be exposed? Are all these cups going to fall? I'm going to say, yes. Death reversed, transformation. Wow. Would that be the end of his presidency, perhaps? Death reversed. There is a transformation, an awakening, something at the end of this, whether it comes out or not. That's the key. It would be the thing they would hide the most in the world. Is it going to come out? The world wants to know what is in those files. What is he hiding? What is he covering up? Based on these 3 cards. Wow. That's a hard one. 8 of Wands. If it does come out, it's going to be fast. It's reversed. Wow. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Working together. Working to no good. One more. Okay. 5 of Wands. The fight. Fighting amongst themselves. time to walk away in the fight. I don't know. This is not really conclusive, but I'd be more inclined to say perhaps, maybe. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Just keep the faith, keep protesting, keep resisting. We have each other, and we're righteous. Righteous good always wins, and blessings to Renee Good and her family. And Saga says, have a good night. Saga.